I think every photographer remembers that moment on deciding on one system. It's a big choice because all your future gear, workflow, all the little stuff kinda revolves around that initial decision. And with so many offers in the market today, it can be difficult sometimes. I found myself there, and my search led me to various shops to test different brands. But one system consistently stood out, and that was the Fuji system. Something about the X-Pro 2 really called me. The image quality, the retro style, the possibility to interchange lenses. It checked all the boxes, excepting for one, the budget. So instead of the X-Pro 2, I had to pick up a Lumix GX80, which is an amazing camera for the price. I love that camera, and I took some photos that I absolutely loved with it. But there was a point that I was ready to upgrade to the X-Pro 2, and I was about to make the purchase. But somehow I decided to open this YouTube channel, and suddenly the X-Pro 2 wasn't the perfect fit anymore because I needed something more hybrid, something that allowed me to go from photo to video seamlessly. At that point in time, the XT5 was kind of new and it was a good fit. But once again, I think budget was the issue. It felt like a deja vu. So I started to look for second-hand options. I was on this website one day, which is today's sponsor. No, it's not. The channel doesn't have a sponsor yet. I'm the main sponsor. So if you want to support it and you are enjoying the content, consider subscribing. Where was I? Oh yeah. I found an offer that I couldn't miss. I got myself a Fuji X-T4 with a 35mm lens, and I cannot recommend this camera or combo enough. Even though it doesn't have the 40 megapixel sensor of the X-T5, it still is a solid camera for nowadays. The layout is similar to both X-T3 and X-T5, and obviously you get all the amazing features of the Fuji system, the retro design, the film recipes, an amazing sensor, and the possibility to record in 4K with IBIS image stabilization. I want to clarify that I won't be doing a full review of the X-T4. That's not the point of this video or this channel, but I would like to talk about how I use it and how it fills my needs for both photo and video. In the photography department, I like to keep it simple. If I'm shooting manual, I use the dials and the aperture ring to adjust my settings. And if I'm not shooting manual, I go to aperture priority mode. This mode is enabled by putting your ISO and shutter speed dial in auto mode, and you leave the aperture at the desired point. As a small note there, when I shoot in aperture priority, I like to start with f8, and sometimes I go to f16, because this allows me to have more things in focus, so I forget, or I just don't worry if something is not fully focused. One thing that I love about the Fuji system is the custom settings for your shutter speed and ISO. I like to use the three of them. The first one is full auto shutter speed and a max ISO of 6400. Sometimes this gives me a bit of motion blur, but that's fine. I embrace motion blur when it happens. Custom 2 is when I really want to avoid motion blur, so I leave my shutter speed at a minimum of 125 and the ISO at a maximum of 6400. And then custom 3 is for nighttime if I'm not shooting on manual mode at night. With video, I can go with one single dial from photo to video, so I really like this. And Fuji has this feature that remembers your video settings and separates them from your photography settings. You can enable this on this part of the menu. And then the F-Log, which is Fuji's flag profile, and it's better for color grading. I'm still learning to color grade, but this is amazing to have. There's a lot to cover in terms of settings, and I will make a video about it in the future, but my approach is very minimalistic. The easier for me to take photos, the better. If you have any comments or suggestions or questions, feel free to drop them in the comment sections down below. The X-T4 is my main camera now. I still have the GX80, it's my backup camera now, and probably I will trade it for X Pro 2 later this year, or maybe I will get X Pro 4 if Fuji decides to launch it. I have to say that I'm impressed with the image quality of the X-T4. I took a few and I really like it, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. Well, now that I think about it,
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Sorry, I was just saying. Sorry, I didn't want to. I have the same camera as you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
No, that's fine. So I was with my headphones.
Yeah. I have the older one.
Oh, the X Pro 2.
X Pro 2.
Yeah, I love that camera. I want that camera so bad.
that has to be a message from the universe, right?